Hebraist, I'm going to teach you about our Hebraist global government and congregation. What are my Hebraist? My Hebraist are all of the Caucasian Arab worlds, all the white ethnic girls whom I started converting into Hebraist since 1965, 5725 Hebrew calendar, 4 Hebraist era, to whom I married since 1966, 5726 Hebrew calendar, 5 Hebraist era, whose Hebraist conversion I made permanent by defeating all of the older religious, business, economic, political, as well as science leaders in my debate 2005-2007, 5765-67 Hebrew calendar, 44-46 Hebraist era, whom I named famous radio adgas as Genesis chapter 3 verse 20, because you are my Eve, my Eves, and I am your righteous Adam of Genesis chapter 2 verse 18. So he brought out this. Today is August 28, 2010, and it is the third year in which the communist anti-Israel satanic conspirators are finished in hand. In 1998, 57-58 Hebrew calendar, 37 Hebraist era, when I am in my Garden of Eden by Macomb, Illinois, by Western Illinois University, when I started writing the policies of our Hebraist party, I had inspirational verses. For example, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 through 8, Mark chapter 12, verse 17, and so on. And Proverbs chapter 6, verse 6 through 8 is our Hebraist, our supreme Hebraist governance, which is our governing principle of our Hebraist party, as well as our Hebraist global government. And it bids capitalist democracy in many ways, among which is an economy as well as freedom. And the God of Israel, Yahweh Elohim, had been teaching us about it since around 950 BC, around 425 years ago, before the start of democracy in Greece. But I am the first leader who implemented it, who put it practically. No other religious person, no other leader had implemented it. And at the time when I formed our Hebraist party, the name I named it was Red and White Capitalist Americans Party. And the red means I am the reddest in Israel American man, Dr. Mekbib, your husband, your righteous Adam, and so on. And you are my Hebrew eldest, my wife, my spin beside you. Red and White Capitalist Americans Party. And I showed my superior Hebraist party policies to my Hebrew elders, proving them our Hebraist party is superior than any other political party existing in the world. And they said you have to devise your own world order. And I told them what I believe, what the world should be shaped into at the time. But it was the start. I will talk about it later. And in 2001, 5761 Hebrew calendar, 40 Hebraist era, while I am in my Garden of Eden by Sugar Grove, Illinois, I saw a divine vision. In the vision, I am on the Statue of Liberty in New York. By the torch, the fire flares, in the middle of the torch, there was planted an iron rod, a very tall iron rod. Its ending is beyond scope. I cannot see its ending. It is erected, it is planted very tall, pointing to heaven, pointing to the sky. Very tall. It is ending I couldn't, it's beyond my scope. And I was about 300 or more meters high above the flare torch on the iron rod. I had held the iron rod with my 2 hands and my 2 legs, but I didn't understand what it means. It was April 23rd to the first week of May. It was the time in which I have started building the website of our Hebraist with a name. So I went on building, and as I'm working on it, I saw images. So I looked around to see what the images have come from, and I saw the TV is left on. It is a university or a college TV channel, and in there I saw Statue of Liberty. The TV channel, and the TV was broadcasting, airing the Statue of Liberty at the time. So I questioned when I saw it in the vision some minutes ago. And how am I seeing it in the TV also? So I researched about it, about the internet. And I got information from the capitalist American government department, which is in charge of the Statue of Liberty. And this says it is donated by French people to the United States as a symbol of democracy and freedom. So it became revealed to me. I became aware the God of Israel is speaking to me, the superiority of mine and Pim's Radio's Hebraist party and my Hebraist governance, political leadership. Democracy, according to the Oxford Dictionary, for the first time I got the meaning of democracy while I was overseas, while I was sojourning in overseas. According to it, it is freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom of writing, and the right for association, peaceful association, and the government of the people, for the people, by the people, which provides these rights, which grants these rights. Accordingly, even though our Hebraist party and as well as our Hebraist global government, even from the very beginning, there is the guidance of God, the God of Israel, in it, until the level we reach now. It meets the requirement of a government of the people, by the people, for the people. And these rights, freedom of religion, freedom of speech, writing, and right for peaceful association, as well as the right to own private property. We call them basic Hebraist rights, and we grant these rights under our Hebraist global government. Therefore, it meets the requirement. In terms of freedom, I have already told you, it beats capitalist democracy. It beats capitalist democracy, freedom, economics, and so on. I will talk about it. I want you to keep in mind the vision. Then in 2005, 2007, 6567 Hebrew calendar, 4446 Hebraist era, when I debated all of the world religious, business, economics, political, as well as science leaders, and I defeated them. I debated the National Committee chairman of Republican as well as Democratic parties of the United States of America, stating their representative democracy is a small version of slavery in which the legislation in the Republic is not taking part, in which many by elections, legislations, and they have also granted the legal right for the enemies of America to function legally in America as well as take political power. The enemies of America, for example, socialists, communists,